Well,
Welcome
here
back.
we are again.
Glad to have you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is Joel Epps,
And I'm Faye Epps.
and we love essential
Essential
oils.
oils. Yes. And let me make sure we're on Facebook. Yep. It's there.
All right,
Good.
we're
Well,
doing it.
yes. And, I know you've heard us talk about MetaPWR, doTERRA's new amazing line for metabolic health. And if you haven't, we have a great presentation that we did that we could send the recording to you because we're just so excited. It's like,
Yeah.
when it's hard to really like grasp how like different or like amazing something is and how much of a difference it can make until you try it yourself, but not only
Experience
that,
it.
experience it,
Yeah.
but also learn like the science behind it that help to put everything together. And so we've been using the MetaPWR products for a little over 30 days. And we did before measurements and even pictures. And then I haven't done after pictures yet, have you?
Not yet.
Yeah, but I did do 30-day measurements. Plus, we've really been trying to be more conscious of like changes that are going on. And MetaPWR stands for, there's a couple of things that you can think in terms of what it means. Meta in terms of metabolic, so metabolic power. It could be also metabolic, and PWR stands for personal wellness realized, because each of us are unique and we have our own optimal levels of wellness. And so this is helping to help optimize our metabolic health. And the other way that you can think of meta is like this larger level or kind of overarching level to wellness.
Yes.
And we've talked about how important filling in nutritional gaps are, how other lifestyle habits are so important to your metabolism, like managing stress, getting movement or exercise, as well as getting quality sleep. And so these products, the MetaPWR products, actually help to enhance all the other things that you're doing. The Lifelong Vitality fills in those gaps of micronutrients that are missing, that are really important for the biological processes, the enzymes, and other components that are necessary for all the metabolic processes that go on in your cell. And the MetaPWR helps your body in three main ways. Overall, it's helping with metabolism and helping your body take food that you're consuming and turn it into energy for your cells. But it's doing more than just that.
Yeah, it's doing a lot of it.
So,
That's the basic
yes.
idea. Let's just focus on the basics
Yes.
for the moment,
Well-
because we are energy producing factories.
Yes.
And basically what Faye is talking about is we bring in all this stuff in the way of
And then-
food, in the way of exercise, in the way of micronutrients. She talked about lifelong vitality, which is supplementation. We bring in all these nutrients into our body, and then our body, our metabolism turns around and converts all that into three basic components: carbs, proteins, and fats, and turns that into information that our cells use for energy. And it's a complicated, way more complicated than that, but that's the
Yes.
simplicity thing.
Yes.
So then we can, on the
So-
other end, go out and do stuff.
Right. And what's exciting is what we've been noticing and how what we know about each of the products and what it's theoretically, right, supposed to be doing in our bodies, how we're experiencing those changes.
Yes.
Like, for instance, the metabolic blend. This is the essential oil with 5 different essential oils. Essential oil blend with 5 oils: grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon. And doTERRA has reformulated this to help maximize its effect in the body. And what is that? Curb appetite, decrease cravings for sweets and carbs, inhibits your fat cells from maturing, i.e. filling up, and even stops new fat cells from forming. So along those lines, what I've noticed in the last 30 days, I've lost about 7 pounds. I lost 4 inches from my waist and 2.5 inches from my hips.
That's great.
And I've noticed my appetite has decreased. I don't really crave sweets, carbs. I get filled up faster. Yeah. So it's like doing what it said it was going to do,
It's working.
right?
That's working.
And I know
I put some jeans on, man, and my jeans are like, what happened, man? These things are fitting now. I used to couldn't button the top button.
that muffin top, right?
Yeah, right,
That was
right.
there.
So now it's like, okay, so it's not. I'm not having as dramatic experiences, Faye, on the first 30 days as far as weight circumference. I maybe lost an inch.
But you've noticed
weight,
it, like,
maybe a few
right.
pounds, but I've noticed that my pants are fitting looser.
Yeah.
And so that means that somewhere in there, some weight's falling off and the scale's showing a little bit less, but it's just 30 days and I got a different metabolism than Faye.
Exactly.
So I'm working on some different things, y'all. And if you want to see my before picture, you have to go to the Instagram. I'm not showing it here.
Now, so that's the MetaPWR blend, and you use this daily. I drink it in my water. I take the soft gels a couple of times a day. I use it in my water every time I fill up my water bottle. It also comes in gum form, which you like
Love
to
the gum.
use.
Love the gum.
Right? Helps, those maybe mid-afternoon cravings. Just pop a gum in your mouth, or
Best gum ever.
beadlets will do the same thing. You can just pop a couple of beadlets. So it's super easy, super simple. Now, the second thing that it does to help support metabolic health is that it assists in flattening the spikes that are occurring with your blood glucose. Whether or not you have an issue with managing blood glucose, we all experience spikes. And those spikes can have a negative effect because what happens as our blood glucose spikes, then if your body is functioning right, it produces insulin, but often overproduces, and the blood sugar goes too low. So then you have this like roller coaster effect.
You've heard about those crashes?
Yes.
The kids get on when they have too much sugar. They go up, they go crazy. Then they go down.
Yes, and so usually what happens when you have that crash, you want more sugar.
Yeah.
You're hungry, right? So, but maybe you don't really need more food, right? But it's just because of that crash. And think about like a car, when you're driving it and you hit the accelerator, but it was a red light coming up, right? But you still accelerated. So then what do you have to do? Slam on the brakes. And then you take off again fast on the accelerator, come up to traffic. You got to slam on the brakes. And that's a lot of wear and tear on the body. And that's what these glucose spikes are doing. A lot of it has to do with food that we're eating, but stress can do it, lack of sleep as well. And so we want to lower those spikes and just kind of have more even normal blood sugar going into our system. It's going to reduce brain fog, has a lot to do with those glucose spikes and crashes. It's also going to help reduce fat deposits. It's going to help reduce proteins in your body getting damaged, because glucose likes to attach to it, all right? So there's a lot of issues with doing this. So just because you don't have a problem with managing glucose doesn't mean your glucose levels are actually staying within a good range. So that's the second thing called MetaPWR Assist. And it has something called mulberry leaf that actually helps to slow down the breakdown and absorption of simple carbs. So it's like turning simple carbs into complex carbs. So that means the carbohydrates, the simple carbs are going into your blood sugar, your blood, much slower. And that means less of a dramatic effect. And so that turns into, which I have noticed even for myself, who does not have blood sugar issues, but I'm noticing better mental clarity, a lot less brain fog, hardly any kind of fogginess, just much clearer, sharper thinking, more energy, more sustained energy, right? And yeah,
That's great.
yeah,
It's
and
great.
kind of like less crashes, like feeling like, oh, I'm hungry, right? Combined with the MetaPWR blend and the assist, I can do my morning shake and then not eat again and not really be hungry till dinner time.
There you go.
It's great.
There you go. Love it. Gotta love it.
Yes, and you've noticed your blood sugar levels
Oh, yeah.
aren't as high
Right.
as
They
were
don't
going.
peak as much, and they don't dip as far, and it's keeping me in a good place. I can't wait till the 60-day period
Yeah.
approaches to see what happens then.
Right? And one way that will help monitor, I know many people have gotten continuous glucose monitors to actually, because that gives you like a 15-minute interval of glucose readings, and you'll really be able to see the difference.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, if you're really crazy about this, get a glucose monitor.
yeah.
And then you'll start to be able to monitor every few minutes the effect that these products are having on your blood sugar. And see for yourself, those of you that are been told that you're pre-diabetic might be a help for you.
Well, just anybody in general.
Oh, for sure,
because-
anybody. But I'm
yes.
just saying, for those of you that are on the fence with that,
Oh,
this can
get
make a
the-
difference.
Get the monitor.
Yeah, get the
Yes,
monitor.
Yes, because it's not just like foods we know that increase blood sugar,
No.
like sugars.
No,
Even
everything
healthy
does.
foods,
Right.
depending on your own body, might not be the best for you. So think of it as just more data
Exactly.
that you're able to
Exactly.
use.
You can just
right?
monitor yourself better, eat the right things in the right amounts.
Yeah.
Don't eat the wrong things for you. It's a beautiful situation that we're in right now, where you can
Yeah.
really become kind of the master of your own destiny.
And now the
Health
third product is called MetaPWR Advantage. And it has
Advantage.
12 different ingredients in
Yes.
it. Two of the most prominent ones are collagen, but this collagen is different than what's on the market. First of all, it's powder form. So it's not liquid, which means that it's been pasteurized, which makes it inactive. Second of all, there's 9 types of collagen. Most of the collagen on the market is 1 or 2 types, and it's focusing on beauty, just on skin. This is 9 different types, and it's focusing on brain health, skin health, and bone health. And lastly, it's not activated until you make it. And so we're going to make it, just some water here. Use about 5 to 8 ounces of water. You just pour it in. It's a white powder. Mix it up.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. I could have a double dose today.
Well, let's get a half, 1.5 dose.
Okay.
We're sharing.
Who's counting? Who's counting?
Hey, and then what I like to do, and I think you do it too, right?
What?
I put 2 drops
Oh, yeah.
of MetaPWR
Oh, yeah.
blend in it.
Oh, yeah.
And usually
Spice it up.
I like to take it in the morning. You do too,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
And then we have it all day.
And we don't eat for about an hour after taking
After.
it.
Yeah. Now, so not only the collagen is in here, but something called NMN, which is a precursor to what makes energy in the body, called NAD. And as we get older, our NAD, our energy levels decrease from about 25
shit.
to 50. From about 25 to 50 years old, we have decreased over half in our energy production. And yeah, you might say, yeah, I'm like a little more tired. I can't do things as much. But it also means a decrease in cellular energy, which means your cells have to decide what kind of activity to do, or maybe what they can't do because they don't have energy. And that's a problem, right? Because who knows how many, right? Millions of metabolic functions, right, our cells do. And if they could say,
Everything you do is a metabolic
I'm, like,
function.
I'm too tired today.
I believe that thinking is a metabolic function.
So, so here, we got to drink it while we're talking.
Okay, you first. All I want to say is you got to try it. Us talking about it is not going to do you justice.
So what I have noticed with using this, 2 things. More energy, again, but in the like joint issue, I have like less stiffness. I was starting to get more, like I could use my hands and stuff, but I don't know, I could just feel it in the joints. So like the inflammation is down, but the real big notice I have, and from an injury, chronic hip and knee pain on my right side. And I used to have to use like deep blue rub and different pain and inflammatory oils at least twice a day, if not 3 or 4 times a day, depending on how active I was. I don't even use those sometimes at all during the day and not feeling it. And even more, I fractured my tibial plateau, which is the top of the tibia at the knee. I barely have any pain.
The dog fractured she in.
Yeah, the dog our blind dog ran into us. But so that means I'm having to put all my weight on my bad leg. It should be really bothering me, but it's not. I'm like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I just can't. And weight, like 60 days, 90 days, because I want healing. And that's what studies have shown, that the collagen in the NAD actually helps with cartilage formation, ligament formation, bone formation, lean muscle mass, increase in lean muscle mass, brain health, increase better functioning of the pancreas, increased like a decrease in dyslipidemia, which means a decrease in your cholesterol and triglycerides being out of balance. It helps with blood sugar as well as blood pressure. Right? And I know you're having more energy.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, I'll be telling the story for ages. Walking up to, oh, this is mine? Oh, good. I'll take it. I've been walking up to the Hollywood Bowl and, you know, that ramp we have to go up to get to the entrance. And man, I used to dread it because I knew that I was going to be like winded after getting up that thing from the parking lot. And the other time I went, after starting to take this, I was feeling like, whoa, I got more energy. I could do more. And by the time I got to my seat, I still wasn't tired. Walking up the bleachers, walking up the steps, and I felt so good to know that I had more energy. And I was like, this is not possible.
Yeah,
this is really possible for, I don't want to say how old I am exactly, but let's just call us an advanced age individual
We're
to
considered
have
seniors.
more energy
Right, we're
at
considered
this point in life. That's unheard of. So you know
Yeah.
what? All I know is if you focus on
Yeah.
the root cause of problems, there's no telling what kinds
Yes.
of benefits you can experience.
And it's not just us. The
Oh, no.
testimonials
No.
keep coming in. I've posted some in our Facebook group.
Yeah.
We will continue to post. It's just people are so happy with the changes that are going on. And I can understand because I'm just so excited. It's like, this is 30 days. I can't wait for 90 days, 6 months, 1 year,
Yeah.
right? There was a study that gave NMN, that's that precursor to your NAD, for
Metaticillin
cellular
mononucleotide.
for metabolic processes. They gave it to mice for 12 months. At the end of the 12 months, the older mice were acting just like the younger ones. Yeah, that was
I can't wait.
that's
I can't
right.
wait. I can't wait.
That's my goal. I just want to be
Feeling good.
feeling good.
Yeah.
And, pain-free, strong joints, clear head, blood pressure, blood glucose, blood lipids have all normalized, and eating healthy. And it's not like willpower. It's because you want to, you feel
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
I'm eating less, not because, oh man, I'm so hungry, but I
wish I could
can't
eat.
eat.
Yeah.
It's like, I have the energy and the mental clarity. I don't care about
That's what I love about the
eating,
gum.
right?
Okay.
Until dinner time.
The gum is the
Yes.
bomb. I mean, I just can't say enough about it because when I'm eating it or when I'm chewing it, I just don't feel like eating anything,
Yeah.
and I don't feel like
So-
I'm like depriving myself of what I really want.
Yeah.
Chocolate cake? No, I don't want
So
chocolate cake.
we're
Love
gonna
chocolate cake.
stop here. We look forward to sharing our 60-day results, but also if you would like to learn more, please reach out to us, join our Facebook group where we post more things for those of you on Instagram. For those of you in the Facebook group, look for the information that I'm posting. And we did a wonderful presentation going into more depth on this, also on how to use this for losing weight, although it's much more than just weight loss. So
check
we
our Facebook
we have a lot of
pages.
information that we can share with you, and we would love to
And
support
you too.
you in getting started with
Sure,
this,
absolutely.
so that you can feel better too. We're so
Yes.
excited
Yes,
for you.
yes.
Yeah, and I know you will be too.
We want to take a
So,
group of us on a little journey and see how well we do as advanced age folks.
even young people, wellness, right, starts
Of course,
at
I just
any
want to
age.
have a little, cadre group of us, and we do something, and say, hey, I didn't think I could do this, and here we are doing it. Let's do it.
So, till next time, please stay tuned next Wednesday, 4 p.m. Pacific time, for another weekday wellness. And until then, as always, peace out.
Is that right? Check out our YouTube
Love
page.
you.
We Love Essential Oils if you want more information about all this stuff.
No, learning about it.
No, YouTube.
Oh, sorry. Yes,
Watch the videos on YouTube.
yes.